School of Noble Thoughts, and I have an a friend of mine for a long time on the social media now, a lifetime entrepreneur, adventurous human being, and traveling around the world on his own terms, creating a digital nomad life. And with cooking as his passion, he has been traveling all around the world, sailing around on the high seas, and uh, created a business around cooking as a private chef for high profile customers on the high yachts, on the yachts on the seas. And not taking it long further, welcome the one and only one,
So,
Glenio Araujo. Hi,
thank
Glenio,
you.
how are you doing?
Thank you. I'm great. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for
Yeah, it's a
having
good.
me on the show. Yeah, thank you. I'm excited, and it's quite funny to hear all the descriptions. Yeah, I feel a bit shy, but yeah,
Lovely,
let's explore.
lovely.
Let's explore the world.
Definitely, definitely. You're a source of huge inspiration for the people, and I'm very sure that those who are going to listen to this, they will have something to some gems to take out of it for themselves. So tell us about your journey, Glenio. What is the real Glenio about? I mean, tell us about where were you born? What was your education, schooling?
I was born in Brazil. I grew up between the coast, the beach town, big city actually, Fortaleza, and the countryside on the family farm. So yeah, I always loved the sea. I know that I want to travel since I'm 4 years old. Actually, I've been traveling with the family, and yeah, I just didn't realize when I was living that and traveling full time and had been like that for 15 years now. So yeah, when the concept of digital nomad came up, I was already on the road.
Okay, got it. So this is something which you were passionate right from your childhood, is it?
Yeah, I want to do lots of careers related to health and medicine and nutrition, but then I realized that I didn't want to study all the indoctrinated educational system.
Hmm.
So I ended up doing tourism, which I hated at college, and I ran away. I left. I dropped out
You
to
dropped out from
travel.
there. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, and I'm very happy that I didn't invest that money anymore. But yeah, I did study many places all over the world, especially cooking, um, digital marketing. I think studying is always a good excuse and a good reason to travel. So yeah, I kind of try to match some freelance gig in between a course around the world. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So you were doing the schooling in Brazil, or you studied and you said you went to Luxembourg?
Yeah, no, I studied tourism in Brazil, the
In
college,
Brazil. Okay.
yeah, in my hometown. And after I started traveling, I kept studying different subjects, especially cooking. Yeah, I studied cooking and gastronomy all over US, UK, Scotland, Devon, Spain, Thailand, yeah, Greece, Peru.
So you have been doing some courses additional everywhere you went.
Yeah, yeah, from all the kind of subjects, digital marketing, copywriting, anything that I think it's affordable for to keep me stable in one place at a time. Because
Okay.
if I don't have a reason, I just move and keep moving, you know.
Right. And when was your this passion for entrepreneurship as such, for the travel industry, and for the yachts and the digital nomad? If you would combine all these three together into one, what you are today as an entrepreneur, lifestyle entrepreneur, and with whatever you are doing there, with your yachts and your personal yacht and your client service as a business model, what as a private chef services. So when did it? I mean, when did you find this passion for this? When did you?
Um, yeah, I have lots of passions actually. I've done from jewelry and owning a tattoo shop and chocolate. So yeah, actually, I think my first business was chocolate. My friend told me that her mom did a chocolate course. She gave
Okay,
me like three papers with
that was that
instructions.
was back in Brazil, is it?
Yeah, I was like 12, maybe 10, 12 years old. And when I saw I was going to bed like 2, 3 a.m. and making chocolates and selling at school. And that's when I started to fail in a few subjects as well. But yeah, it was a good experience. And then I end up going to Scotland to study chocolate with the World Master Chocolate Chef. So yeah, as I said, I keep trying to match one passion with another one and make it a business.
Lovely. So I mean, this was how old were you when this started? I mean, when you went for
Yeah,
the
I
to
was
Scotland?
12. No, I studied chocolate recently, 5 years ago, but I was making chocolate when I was 12.
Lovely, lovely. So that was your first, first touch of the entrepreneurship of the trying to do a business of your own.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I was starting a business. I just started making chocolate, and I can't eat all that chocolate, so take it to school and start selling. And I was making good money for a
Really?
12 years old kid, you know. I was making like 4, 5, 6 times profit.
So I mean, so you left us, you left your you dropped out of your college in Brazil, and you went abroad.
No, I traveled a little bit in the country. I moved to São Paulo. I was actually my first job was on this famous touristic beach town. It's a great spot for kite surf and windsurf.
What's the
It
name?
was just Jericoacoara. It's a very small place, and
Okay.
it's really famous, and it's close to my hometown. So I ended up going there and working with one of the best Italian restaurants in town. So that's how I started learning how to cook. I was always taking recipes, never cooking. But yeah, I started with that restaurant as a bartender, and then I did some waitering because I speak a few languages, and being a nice international place, I had the chance to practice all of them since very young.
Okay.
And yeah, and then I moved to São Paulo. That's when I had my tattoo shop. I was like 24 when I had the tattoo shop, which is another passion, tattoo and piercings.
So
I start,
this tattoo shop you opened in your town,
no, that was in São Paulo.
San Paulo. Okay. So you
Yeah,
were already
yeah,
living in San Paulo when you're
yeah. I had
24.
already left the beach town, and
Okay.
then I end up in São Paulo,
Okay.
and yeah, and I had a tattoo shop over there, which
Lovely.
was a passion.
So this was like this was the already 24 years you have your own tattoo business in San Paulo, and now
Yeah.
you are planning to move forward and do something out of
No, I was
Brazil.
stolen. I had some criminals with guns in the head, and then I closed the
Okay.
shop, and then I never quit traveling. So yeah, 15 years later, yeah.
Lovely. So, and when did you get into the yacht thing, the yacht business, the sailing, and when did you get this? How long you've been doing it now? 15 years, the yachts?
Yeah, I started on cruise ships, and I always loved the sea. Marine biology was one of my choices, but as I told you, I didn't like the educational system. Um, so I mean, for a kid that want to travel, and I thought, well, cruise ships seems like a way to travel. I can practice my language skills, and it's all related to tourism, hospitality. So my restaurant background was a good way to get into. And it's funny because I decided that, and 10 days later I was on my first cruise ship,
From
and
Brazil?
Yes, yes. I had some friends who family was related to the local operators, so everything just happened so
How old were
quickly.
you that time? 24?
25, yeah,
25.
25,
Okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
And it's funny because I also figured out that people start on boats usually or very young, 18, 19,
Yeah.
or around 25. It's yeah, it's something like not a rule. I just realized that, yeah.
So off went the Columbus, the Marco Polo from Brazil for the big voyage, which never brought you back to Brazil, is it?
No, I did get back to Brazil, but yeah, I spent 5 years with the cruise companies,
Okay.
and I had friends doing yachting, and I thought that could be cool. I mean, I always believed that I don't want to do anything for the rest of my life. I have so
Yeah.
many passions. Why should I choose one thing and stick to that, or stay with one company? I think we learned so much with variety. So yeah, I love the career I had on the cruise ships. I did all the sorts of jobs there, bartending, waitering, print shop manager, working with design. Well, it was really cool.
So you basically you got into the yachts, you got into the sailing, and that was 25 years old, and you went through the bottom, the ground bottom to the top, and to owing
Not
your own
really.
business today. Is that is
No, I was just lucky to just make things happen. And yeah, I mean, actually, it was the other way around. I started on the cruise ships on a very high position. I accepted to go on a lower, just to change company and to start a new job because I didn't want to be much doing sales.
Mhm.
And so yeah, I mean, I wanted to sail, to do some sailing. I grew up surfing, kind of, and yeah, I thought sailing would be interesting. And with my hospitality background and a bit of cooking experience, I thought it would be easier become the good chef than start sailing as a sailor.
Right?
So yeah, cooking took me to sailing, and yeah, I've been 10
No,
years.
isn't it the other way around? Sailing brought you to the cooking, or the cooking brought you the sailing?
No, I mean, I studied tourism, which is traveling and hospitality,
Okay.
and I started because sailing you need skills, and when you work on a cruise ship, you don't need to have any maritime skills.
Right.
So that's what I wanted. I wanted to sail around the world, not only navigate.
Yeah.
And yeah, I also wanted to improve my cooking skills.
Right. So I mean, like, yeah, basically this makes a total. You have the spark of the entrepreneurship. I can see that what you're talking of. I mean, you had the choice there either to keep doing the sailing thing, which you liked basically, and do it as a job as a bartender, or do some on and off jobs, right, on the ships, or make it as a profession sort of thing as a permanent. So you went and cooking you liked, so you combined the two things. You brought your passion
Yeah,
for cooking and you brought the passion of traveling
exactly.
into one thing, and you bundled it, and here you are, a lifestyle entrepreneur out of it, isn't it? I mean, that's how I see
Yeah,
it.
I'm always thinking on what kind of business I can start. So yeah, when I went to Asia, I went to study digital marketing because I wanted to be more independent with my computer.
Wow.
Uh, and I also studied copywriting, and so I end up focusing these skills to social media
Yeah.
and yeah, social media growth and strategies, which is something that my days on boats, sailing on remote locations, they don't help much with my digital nomad business.
Yes.
But yeah, I love both, so I try to keep doing both,
No, but
balancing
yeah,
when I
I was
can.
going through your following in on Instagram, and you have got a pretty good following there. 2,500 people followers you have on your Instagram account, which is a pretty creditable thing. I mean, not everybody
Thank you.
get that.
Yeah, I when I was on this new search, I reached the level I wanted on yachting. I worked pretty much on all the boats I wanted, all the locations, all the size. Um, so I wanted to do something different. And as I told you, something that I love, and I love social media. So yeah, I end up becoming an Instagram coach, so I basically I also, on my downtime, I teach people how to use Instagram for business. And actually the goal is how to choose a passion
Yeah.
to keep the sparkle. So yeah, that's one of my other endeavors.
So what we have here is a lifestyle entrepreneur, a chef. You own your own yacht. You
It's
have
just a small boat.
whatever. I mean, that's too humble of you to say. I mean, you're a proprietor of your own. You can sail around the world on it, right? On your boat, on your yacht, whatever you have there, and you have created a service as a chef for your clients
Yeah.
on the yachts, right?
Yeah, I have some boats that I used to cook for them, and I do some freelancing in between these jobs. But now I'm focusing more on taking care of my boat and working mostly on the online business. Getting back to my Instagram training.
To your
Uh,
digital site. I mean, which
yeah,
is education.
yeah, and yeah, so many things happening. It's quite hard to keep track of all of them.
Are you creating money? Are you already having a business online which you are creating while you are sailing?
So yeah,
I mean,
I had
income, a real income from there.
from the coaching. Yeah, it's not my main source of income, but
Okay,
as I told you, my days on boats are too long
yeah.
and really hard with internet service. But yeah, the coaching is one of my main business
So you
besides
have you
yachting.
you you
And
have a one-to-one coaching for
yeah,
digital marketing is
Instagram,
Instagram marketing.
Instagram, yeah, social media marketing. Yeah,
Lovely. So we are going to put up the links for that once this goes live. We'll put up all the links to your. If you have something, I was going through your. You have got a lovely following here. 2,500 people is a pretty good amount. I mean, lots of people are aspiring to have that. It's a huge thing.
yeah. But
So that too big.
the
Yeah,
Instagram was, as I said, left a bit on the side because I've been sailing to remote locations.
obviously.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's really hard to keep track of that. I've been sailing. Recently, I was in Alaska in the Caribbean. Well, Caribbean Easter time. Yeah, I've been to the UK, so I've been. I mean, the some displays are remote, some are not. But yeah,
Where are you now? Right now in US, isn't it?
yes, I'm in New England, in between Rhode Island and Massachusetts. I'm right on the border. Um, and yeah, next week I'm planning to start sailing down to Florida, which is also a part of another project. I didn't share that with many people yet, but yeah, I would like to use this trip to raise awareness to mental health and suicide.
Power to you, man. Power to you. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
this
all
is
the power
one
to
of
you for
my
your
other
for your
goals.
for your noble causes, what you are up to. Tell me, what are your life experiences as a life journey that you would like to share till now, from the time you left, and different phases of your life as as a sailor, as a chef, as a digital nomad, doing online coaching businesses. What is one message as an entrepreneur, you would like to share with the listeners?
Just trust on yourself, guys. I love listening opinion of the other people, but in the end, I do my own decisions and I just trust on them. So yeah, I think if I was not that devil and challenging with myself, I would not have less than 10, 15 years traveling full
You would
time.
have been still in Sao Paulo somewhere doing some tattoo thing there, and no, nothing more, right?
Yeah, I mean,
But
I knew I wanted.
had you not taken the steps, had you not dared to do what you are doing today, you would have been in Sao Paulo, right? Sitting there and doing nothing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And
And
um,
now you are sailing from New England to Florida, then you're going
that's
to
one of the
Korea,
goals.
then you're
Yeah.
going to UK, then you're traveling there, Rhode Islands here, and so you're basically all over the world. Yeah,
Yes, I joke that I change more countries than I change clothes.
it's amazing, man. It's amazing. It's so. You're such a big source of inspiration for people
Thank you.
to travel around and have a stable income and create at the same time have possibilities to grow. That's powerful. Uh, what do you think, Glenn, are the possible future growth in the industry what you are right now as an entrepreneur? It could be what are you like? What is the possibility of growth for you?
Um, well, I think there are lots of opportunities, and it's just about finding the right one. I've got a friend who started a business collecting coins. Who are great, great business. If you're smart, you can get them very cheap and sell them for lots of money. And she told me, I told her, oh, you can do any business online. And she started researching what can I do online. And, there are lots of opportunities there. And it's interesting to be talking to people all the time and keeping connections, people that you met 2, 3 years before at a pub, at a bar. It's someone that you aligned so much that, when you speak 3 years later, why not starting a business together? I've got two of them on the lined up as well.
So you're going to so you're going to be focusing on the cooking side as a chef, as a sailor, or as a digital coach.
Yeah, my goal now, I've got 2 months to sail with my boat, and hopefully I start to organize some trips as well, probably vegan retreats, surf retreats, name it, we make it happen, yoga retreats. And then in 2 months, I have a trip to Costa Rica, which
Wow.
is a spot I love. And so yeah, I don't know if where my boat will be on that time. I might spend some time in Costa Rica before coming back to my boat. And yeah, the freelancing with super yachts, it's put on hold for a while. I can take if it's something really really short, but I want to focus on myself right now. And
So you're going to do some sort of retreats on the boat, and it's like
yeah, I mean, it's one of the possibilities, organizing travels with my boat. But as I told you, I have another business idea in Costa Rica, which is a country I've been in love for a while. I have my motorbike in Costa Rica. I've got some of my knives over there. So I'm going back to check how things are after a whole world scandemic.
and you'll still be into the cooking side of it as a chef. Would you like to?
Yeah, yeah. Well, organizing trips on my boat, obviously, uh, people will have a chef included. It comes for free on the package.
No, but this
So
is this is something you would like to do, right?
yeah, yeah. No, I'm also
Irrespective of
writing.
that, this is your passion. So you're going to
Yeah,
do. You love it. You love being a chef, isn't it?
yeah. My main thing is traveling.
Main
Traveling
thing is
is what
traveling.
moves me. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the most important thing for me. Uh, so as long as I can be working on something that I love, can be selling arts and crafts,
Hmm.
jewelry, painting. I'm not a good musician, but
Yeah.
as long as it's something with
The
arts
retreats.
and
Yeah.
travels, yeah, I'm very happy to be investing my time and money and making a passion a business.
No man, retreat is really awesome an idea. It's an awesome idea. Retreats is something which is going to be, I personally think, and this is a brilliant idea. You
Yeah, I
should
have
be getting
to.
into that.
I have to do a
And
bit of organization. I
lovely,
was just
lovely.
thinking like, oh, it's a bit messy around.
No, no, but I mean, this is something, creating those weekend parties on the boats, and the way the wine is there, and the people. I mean, you inviting particular niche-oriented clients. It can be a hotel industry, it can be IT industry, it can be for Fortune 500 companies. High-level executives. Paying you. I do not know.
Yeah, it's a small boat.
I
I'm
mean,
more
I
on
mean,
the
you. I mean,
easy traveling hippie style.
that's for now, but
Yeah,
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 but that's for now. But with your enthusiasm and with your vision, you could make it to the next level, right? With a high level
no,
yachts, maybe.
I think it's the same. I've been working on all these super mega yachts out there, and that's the reason that I'm focusing on myself right now, because I want something smaller, a bit
Or you don't want to
quiet,
go that route. You don't want to go.
Yeah, no, because I've been on those boats, and
Okay,
it's too much responsibility. So taking care of something smaller gives me the chance to enjoy more.
okay.
So
So you
yeah,
want
I don't
so you want
sacrifice
to
my
have you
time.
want to have those relationships with the clients which are more cohesive, not only about the being big and being
Yeah,
being
exactly. Yeah,
boss, right? So
I'm
it,
more
it
on a
has to be a
quality.
close sort of. Got it, get it. So these
Yeah,
retreats which are more full of soul, right? They're coming
yeah,
from the
I'm more
inner
on the
world.
quality. Less people, but where people
More
can have
quality.
a better
Get it,
quality
get
of
it,
time,
get it. Yeah, yeah.
instead of big crowds and big worries, big harder work.
Mhm.
So yeah, I want something that everyone can enjoy more, including me.
Definitely, definitely. So it's more on the spiritual side of the thing, creating a business around being spiritual at the same time and having fun out of
Yeah,
it.
sure, yeah. Fun is that's my last name.
Lovely, lovely. So, what are the coming back to your talent as a chef? I mean, I know that's not on your number one, but still, since I'm a vivid food blogger myself and I love cooking, I mean, although it's Indian food, more or less, but what are your favorite dishes as a chef? What you are doing? What you would like to? I mean, just out of the blues, whatever. What's on your top list? The dishes.
I cook fusion, but I mean, I just end up with a starter from Peru, and then I jump over to Thailand, and then I finish with a French dessert, or even a British or American. But yeah, I mean, I like to take my own cooking to a very exotic aspect, mixing very controversial ingredients. But for myself, I love Asian Thai food. I lived in Thailand, in Malaysia, and
You love that?
Cambodia.
You love Thai food? It's so good,
Yeah,
yeah. It's so
yeah.
good. I mean, just I mean, you
I
can
love
go
curries.
on.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know much about Indian cuisine to, you know,
Yeah,
apart
but
of
Thai
a
food
part of
is
the
equally
basic
good.
curries.
Thai food is
Yeah,
equally good. It's so beautiful. It's
yeah,
so.
and I also have a very vegan mind. I
You're a
try.
vegan. You're a
No,
vegan.
yeah, I call myself part-time vegan. I'm not very strict, and actually, I have not been vegan recently. But yeah, I do try to stick to vegan food. But as a chef, it's almost impossible, and traveling as well.
Yeah,
The UK is amazing. The UK
yeah.
is amazing because you get everything on your vegan choice, but some other countries are not that easy.
Right. True. So I mean, basically, it's like a mixture of all the cultures, all the cuisines, starting from Latin American. You said Peruvian. Then you have
Yeah, I lived in
you have
Peru.
Asian.
Yeah, I lived in Peru, so it was easier for me to start learning their cuisine. And yeah, I studied all over US, Spain.
And your clients are basically for whom you work, give your services right now. They are from.
But these celebrities, all these, yeah, all these very high profile people, as you said,
Okay,
yeah, confidential mostly.
confidentially. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't even get involved. Sometimes I ask just out of curiosity, but I'm pretty much not listening. But yeah, uh, I had a few. Some of my friends they had more celebrities than me, but yeah, I had a few famous people.
lovely, lovely. That's so cool. And so you have now plans to pivot to retreats. You're planning to do that, and you have digital coaching, which you want to, I mean, take it to the next level, which is absolutely you're doing the right thing in my view, because that's where everything is heading to. Everything is, moreover, after this COVID situation, the more the demand for the digitalization has come up. So your coaching will be advantage to the world. I'm pretty sure about that. Glenn, what advice would you give to say upcoming growing Glenio who was in his early 20s? Let's say somebody listening to you and he wants to get into entrepreneurship. What would be your advice to him for his life so that he takes it, or the mistakes what you have done which you would like to.
I think just learn as much as you can about the subjects that you love, and I think it's the most important step. That's why we talked so much about passion. When you really love something, it's going to be easier to dedicate your time.
Yeah, so just love what you do.
Yeah, and learning as much as you can about that subject that you really love, and you if you have any thoughts that it can be a business, it's because it can. So yeah, study a lot about the subjects, get close to people who are doing that and are doing well. um, People are always super keen to help.
Got it. It's lovely, man. It's such a powerful, concept. The idea of loving what you do and do what you love.
Yes.
Richard Branson, he talks of this all the time. He's created more
Yeah,
than 300 companies, and he has always created all his companies, everything what he has done in his life, on the basics of love
yeah,
and his passion for that. He found a value and he did that. He sees the opportunity. I mean, we are not talking, I mean, we are talking of the point when you were in your 20s. He did the same thing. He started a magazine. You went and you cleaned the floors, but you knew that cleaning the floors or being a bartender is not the end of the day. You got to do something more.
well, I'm still a bartender.
I mean, that's fine, but you still have your you still have your
Well, I mean,
uh,
the bartending was the
entrepreneurship
passion for
part.
drinking.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I
I
mean
found
that's
a job that I could drink and then
I mean, why
work at
not?
the
Why not?
parties.
Why not? Why
It
not?
was based on passion as well.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
And that's what makes you a human, basically. I mean, you want to go to a bar, you want to have stand there. That's what makes you happy at the present moment. But still, you have your vision in your place. You're not sitting there and like, this is the end of the day today. I mean, you have plans in the future. This is, I mean, so long that aspiration is there to live for the tomorrow. That's the whole idea of the entrepreneurship, I guess. I mean,
yeah. I think that's what
yeah,
sparkles
the
my
spark is there.
enthusiasm.
The spark to do something more in
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
That's that's
What can I
that's
do?
very.
Oh, yeah. I achieved that. I want something more. Oh, I achieved that as well. Now I got tired. Move anyway.
Yeah, I mean that's something when you got to. So that's a powerful advice, Glenn. I appreciate, mate, you're coming up and taking out your time. I know you got your busy schedule and you're
Ah,
sailing
the boat is a mess.
sailing
Don't worry,
sailing.
the boat's a mess.
What is a
Yeah,
mess, but like we have been talking so long, and I've been on and off, and I'm really honored and really happy that we have done this today, and
very pleased.
yeah, and it's good to see you, mate, and talk to you. And been we have been doing all this on the chats and texts and all this. So it's good to see, and I look forward to meet with you whenever you are in the future timings, and that will be a great. I'll close this call, Green, but before closing it, I would be before we part. I have a last question, which I would like to take it all the time in my podcast, in my future episodes as well. Since you are the first leading one, I'll give this to you. Let's say you have lived your life, right? You're doing what you have done, and you have future plans, and you're ending your life story, and today is your last day in this world. What will be your parting last advice to the human mankind before you go away from this world?
Uh,
If it would
just
have been your last day in
yeah,
this
yeah.
world.
Well, take care of the planet, take care of Mother Nature, and be less consumist. And yeah, totally, totally. That's what I would say if it was just take care of this bloody planet, take care of nature. Um, that's the reason that I try to follow a vegan diet when I can, when I'm able, when I'm not, I cannot. But it's just for respect for nature and the environment. Uh, so yeah, that's what I would say. That's would be my message on my last day.
Wow, 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 wow. Lovely, lovely. That's such a powerful message, mate. Thank you very much, Glenn. I really appreciate you coming up, sparing time to talk to me today. And I wish you all the best. I would be putting up all your links, which are not alive or live, would be live in the future. We are going to put up in this episode so that your one-to-one coachings and all, so that people can follow that. Those who are interested, they can come and get in touch with you, right? And I wish you all the best for your endeavors and being the fantastic human being you are, and a
Thank
fantastic entrepreneur life you're leading. I
Thank you.
wish
I'm very pleased, and I would like to share at least three spots. I would like to give three um, one session call to your listeners. So yeah, I'm very happy to pick three of your listeners who love Instagram, and go through the account and check what we can improve, create a strategy. So yeah, I'm very happy to do three free calls to
thank
your
you. Thank you,
listeners.
Glenn. Really appreciate it, mate. I'll put up all the links when this episode goes live, and I'll share it with you.
Thank you, Dorpan. Yeah,
Yeah, you take care of yourself, mate.
I'm very pleased. I'm very honored to
Power
be
to
on the
you.
show.
Power to you, mate. Take care.
Thank you,
Bye.
Rev.
Bye.
Cheers.